What is going on, y'all? It's Boy 3G. We are back with another video. So in the background, we got some Undisputed gameplay, and it's actually pretty insane to say this because there hasn't even been any real genuinity as far as, hey, this year I felt like this game has done this for me. I can't wait for a sequel, or I can't wait for a part 2 or when the next version of this game comes out. And from all the videos, all the notes, even some leaks and some like Reddit pages and LinkedIn, it looks very apparent that Steel City either might move away from Play On Games or whoever they're with, partnered with, Deep Silver, whoever, I don't know, might go independent, who knows, and they're looking to do a part 2 of Undisputed. And I'm very conflicted. Let's be honest, I'm very, very, very conflicted, and I'm gonna explain why. So first off, I want to say thank y'all all, man. This has been a tremendous year. We're almost at 88K. I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all so much, man. I'm trying to drop different kinds of videos for y'all, so whenever the Undisputed videos do come out, hopefully I show up, man. I appreciate y'all. But let's get to it. Undisputed was announced almost like 4 years ago, a few years ago, and it came out in early access, I think ending of 2022 if I'm not mistaken. And it seemed like there was a lack of support later on with the early access build because the game was really bad. The early access build of the game was really bad. And then you have, you know, the couple patches in, and as soon as the game officially launches, we notice a huge change with like snapping and just impact and overall like presentation more enhanced, you know. But there were still core elements of the game that's fucked up. You know, you can't clinch. Shit, I might want to snuff a dude in his balls, like, just because he'd fucking me up. I want to headbutt him real quick, you know what I'm saying? Hit him with the clap, bitch. Like, headbutt that motherfucker. And things aren't as solid there. Also, there's a lot of wonkiness. There was power punches being spammed, the push spamming. It was so much things that made the game unbalanced. It ain't like Modern Warfare 2 unbalanced. Modern Warfare 2 is one of the most broken multiplayer games of all time, but that game was so amazing at the same time because you can counter everything with everything. Everything was OP, everything was crazy. One-man army, noob tubes, search and destroy. It was ridiculous. In this case, it's not so much so because it's a boxing game. So you have elements that don't translate over to boxing. And this is what I said prior. I said something is very wrong with this game. Some people keep saying it's like a mobile game. And I said, yo, it has elements like a mobile game. Well, I did my research and seen that Play On Games, shout out to them though. They ain't nobody bad peoples, bro. It's really about what is going on behind the scenes and who's gonna be the best candidate to push this title. Play On Games, I think, runs Raid Shadow Legends. They run like mobile games. So seeing that Steel City was working with them, this game trying to be a bigger, broader, more scaled on scale, bigger platforms, and then trying to push it to be on some console savvy, we notice a lot of flaws that we would have probably tolerated on a mobile standpoint, right? Play On Games, and then of course they're using this engine, the Unity engine. So now where we all assuming that they're gonna do an Undisputed 2, a lot of leaks are leading towards the fact that they might go independent and might leave Play On Games because all this desyncing, all these lagging issues and punches are not hitting each other and you're falling and people are overly spamming, and not the cost of patches, but why patches take so damn long. And it's really about who's the publisher, like who's supporting Steel City. Did I say Steel Series in the beginning? Steel City. In this process. So if Play On Games didn't really work with them, and that Unity engine might be a little bit dog water, I'm gonna be honest, they're gonna move over to Unreal Engine 5. The reason why Unreal Engine 5 is being the assumed engine for the next platform, or the next game, is because they were looking on LinkedIn for people who work in development, for gaming development, and people who understand coding in Unreal Engine 5 and things revolving that area. That's a crazy indication. You can assume they're looking either to start up another production on Undisputed 2. Because here's my thing. We don't know how much money it costs to just take your full product and put it on a whole nother engine, especially an engine that doesn't correlate with whatever Play On or Deep Silver, whatever they got going on. We don't know if they're allowed to even do that. We don't know if that even costs money. We don't know if there's a contract that this game needs to be on store shelves in the digital market for a certain amount of time under these like conditions. So it's a very small thing of assumption, but it's also very likely that this is gonna be Undisputed too. Now, I don't feel like we've got the experience we deserved or wanted to then sit here and say, hey man, I can't wait for a part 2, because you gave us a product in which we all paid $80 for, or early access, you know, people who paid the $30 when they first dropped the early access, and we didn't even get our hands and feet wet. Honestly, we really haven't. We didn't even get the large boxing roster. You know, supposedly there's a lot of boxers that are confirmed to be here. What happens if you Modern Warfare 3 us? And all of a sudden we're buying Modern Warfare 2 thinking, okay, we're about to get Modern Warfare 3 as DLC for free, and then we'll be able to do this, and then they drop it as a whole big fucking game on by itself. So that is the issue that I'm seeing here. And again, it's very likely that Unreal Engine 5 will probably be the next engine used for Undisputed, which we can ensure is going to be very fluid. It'll probably look even more realistic. They'll have more resources, more ways to move around with the elements of boxing, add more stuff, because believe it or not, you can't add all these core elements to a Unity engine that was working off of PlayOn. And I'm just assuming that they're all in cahoots with each other, because if that's so, that means this got like mobile game elements, which is very disheartening. I ain't gonna lie, sad as shit. I'm getting fucked up by spammers, you know what I'm saying? And comes to find out, this game was originally built for like mobile or something. I don't know. So like seeing all this stuff, it's like, oh, so they want to do a part 2. That sounds good, but I hope they're not looking to do a part 2 and announce it in March. Like, damn, that's like worse than a lot of games that are out, man. Like the only time I've ever, and hold on, before I get to the other point, because I don't want to jump points and shit topics. Like I don't know when's the last time we saw a game, like maybe Modern Warfare, they were like, oh yeah, the next iteration of Modern Warfare is going to officially release in 2 years or a year, and all of a sudden the expansion of Modern Warfare 3 became its own game. But that's Call of Duty, and I'm not trying to give that an excuse, but people were going to buy that shit like hotcakes anyways. Undisputed, man, like y'all, you know, y'all independent, more smaller company, and people are really complaining. I'm watching videos, I'm reading all like the comments. People are really sitting here like, yo, you're looking to do a part 2 and you ain't even fixed the problems with part 1. You sold us an unfinished product. I don't suggest, I mean, who am I? I'm a fucking content creator. I ain't shit. But I wouldn't suggest that's the best business strategy by doing a part 2. I think doing a part 2 is great if there was to be some sort of success with this game. But right now, a lot of people are upset. A lot of people are upset. And again, I have not seen a game switch engines mid life cycle. Let's just call it life cycle of the game, other than Fortnite, where Fortnite, they fucking Epic Games threw Unreal Engine on it. They got a crazy big update, cool. But when you're under a different branch, whether you're independent, but you also work with PlayOn and Deep Silver, I don't even know if they're going to allow that. I don't even know if you're allowed to do that. We don't even know if that costs money. And there's just so much stuff that's happening that creates all these imbalances and frustration for fans like myself. Because listen, I was vouching for the game and I stood on business. The game is super fun when you play with friends. I got a video dropping on my other channel about the patch, or maybe even on this channel, about them. I need them to reverse this patch. Y'all gonna call me out as very much so, go ahead. But when the game is basically unplayable now because the state of the stamina and like the way they just overhauled, they basically nerfed stamina across the board instead of just only for spammers for like power punches. Now you just feel like you can't even throw a combo without being flushed. So that's an issue. And it sucks to say this, man, but a lot of people are leaving the PC side of it. I don't know how it's looking on Xbox or PS5, but when you go to like the Steam DB charts, not many people are playing this daily. A lot of people are also waiting for the big boxers that they know and love to come into the game. So to announce a part 2 almost seems like insane. And nobody announced a part 2, but there's a job opening for game developers. Developers must have a history of creating at least one game, putting out a game development, all that other stuff like for video game development, and with the idea with Unreal Engine 5 in mind. So there's a lot, and forgive me for stuttering so much, but I was just winging it in this video because I'm like, you know what, I owe y'all some content, and I got some dope videos coming soon for Undisputed, but I just wanted to bring this out there like, damn, This is actually crazy. So please let me know what you guys think. Would you support that? Like, if y'all gonna ask me right now what I supported, I would need more time on this, and I would like to see them work hard at making this product at least playable to the fans who supported them for the last 3-4 years. For me to say, yo, I'll throw my money at the part 2, because y'all did everything y'all can as a small independent developing company, a game developer, to then do as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Let's support the next title. Hopefully I got the resources this time, more funding, whatever y'all got to do for like Unreal Engine, if that's the case, if that was happening, right? But if y'all just gonna leave us like high and dry, no new boxers, and they're supposed to be 250. I'm just saying, that's what I thought. So drop your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. God bless. I love y'all on the road to 88K. Shout out to Steel City. I really hope, if you are looking to move this game to Unreal Engine 5, do a beta test on PC. If you guys are doing a part 2 or in mind for part 2, really just show the fans that you do see the hiccups and the issues of this game, and you're going to work hard to get that fixed. But also, if you need to let us know that desync will never be fixed, because that's an engine / play on or Unity or whatever issue, and that you like promise us that this is going to be fixed in Unreal Engine 5, you at least need to show all the fans that the other issues that are going on needs to be addressed, as well as content, more boxers. Just saying, man. Ranking system overhaul, all that stuff. But I love y'all. God bless, and I'm out. Peace.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. We just saw.
You're being put down. You've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Stretching out his gas tank.
Look at him. He's absolutely knackered, mate. He's knackered.
Every time you see him get a big deep breath, bang him downstairs.
Get back into the fight. Don't let him get that confidence. He's going to be stressing about his gas tank now.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, you've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
Oh, man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
And they figure out the combination to this save.
Very close match. He's still...
Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great... So he's back on his feet, but the judges aren't going to give him this round for sure.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Don't let him get...
Mate, he's shattered. Come on.
Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the 64 Olympic Games. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
There's a counter shot. Frazier being much more selective with his punches. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Pretty good start the first half of this round. He's back up, but the corner has to take some responsibility here and maybe stop this fight. Is Frazier in trouble? Can you imagine if he knocks out this legend? It appears he's out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you, one clean punch changes everything.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now...
So we enter the final 10 seconds here and a pretty tough... There's no way Frazier survives this! It's not over till it's over. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle. He's got to bluff him.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way.
Frazier is in trouble again. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Being dazed.
Listen to me. Are you okay?
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right. Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
The perfect counter lands. That uppercut doesn't land. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love...
And there's the bell to start the round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very...
And Tyson Fury just got clipped. So the referee says he can continue.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
The perfect counter lands. Can you imagine if he knocks out Joe Frazier? Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Let's talk about Fury in that. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. They ring the bell, and here we go. They ring the bell, and here we go. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That uppercut doesn't land. Is Frazier in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? And here he comes, finally waking up from that nap.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep. What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what? I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Obvious who the bigger, stronger fighter is. Let's see if they use it to their advantage.
You've got to fight dirty, Todd. You've got to get in close. You've got to fight on the blind side of the referee. You've got to find a way in.
Not many fighters want to stand and trade with Joe Frazier. Very close round with 10 seconds. Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is bad. He could go down. Well, this is the time that the train... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again. When your legs come back.
Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? And here he comes, finally waking up from that nap.
Stand back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you'll get caught a lot more at the end.
Both men step back for just a moment. Always the smaller man.
If you're standing in front of a dumper truck and you're trying to punch it back, push it back, the dumper truck is probably going to roll right over you.
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Unfortunately, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Fury in that. And there's the bell to start the round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now, they're saying, when you get out there...
Joe Frazier is in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back in this fight?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot, a clean one. Then he's out of there.
That hook won't score. Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here. Can't find a home for that jab.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable.
Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you still want to fight?
And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.